Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yusuf Adegboye, and with me here is,
Jennifer.
and today we'll be talking to you about financial FOMO. So overall, in the general market, in the capital market, people usually have a concern of I'm missing out on something, or maybe like there's an investment that people want to place money on, but they are afraid of, okay, what do I do? How do I not lose out of it? So what we're trying to do today is to talk to you guys about how you get into the financial space and you don't overshoot your shot or lose out on the money. So Jennifer, what do you understand by financial FOMO?
Well, let's start from FOMO, right? Like the name suggests, fear of missing out. So it's basically like a feeling or a perception of, oh, I'm not getting as much as my friend is getting, or maybe I did an investment, but investment is giving me 10,000 and my friend is getting 100,000. So basically, financial FOMO is the fear, the perception of not doing as well as your friend or colleague is doing.
Okay, thank you very much. So I actually have a particular story in my head that I've been actually working about regarding financial FOMO. It's a situation of the Bitcoin era. Because when the Bitcoin was actually just starting, a lot of people were like thinking, oh, shall I get in now? Shall I not get in now? And it actually beat some people very hard. So I know I read a couple of stories that some people just were keeping money, and luckily they were able to get money from it and probably got some sort of financial freedom. But recently there's this new kind of Bitcoin that some people were doing. I can't remember the name. I think something like Pi or something like that, that you keep tapping your phone. So I was reading something online the other day, and somebody resigned their job to go and be tapping with the intention that they're going to make a lot of money when the thing actually became like $1. And when the thing actually came into the market, they didn't have anything to do, and they did. It was just hilarious because they didn't have anything to do and they didn't actually get any money from it, so they were just lost in the middle. So it was a situation of financial FOMO, because now this person is going to try to get back into the system or trying to find a job now because they don't actually have money, but they lost in the sense that, oh, they were thinking because they didn't make money in the Bitcoin bubble, they could make money in this kind of bubble. So it was just very serious.
Yeah, I agree with you. There are quite a lot of trends that happen and people want to get into. I know when I was doing my NYC, there was the MMM, which I was a victim of. So there was the MMM, and then like you rightly said, there was and still is the Bitcoin, because I know there's still Bitcoin and people still get into it. So I think with financial FOMO, the most one of the most important things I would say is just try not to fall into that trend thing of just following the crowd, following the trend. When you want to do an investment, you need to do your own research. You need to do some market research. Make sure you're not getting in when the price is too high, for example, because I think that's one of the things that happens with Bitcoin. When you hear your friend maybe made like $1,000 in the space of 2 days, you want to go and buy,
You
and
was to
maybe
jump
you're
all
buying
over.
at a price that's so high that you will not be able to make that kind of profit or even any profit really. So with financial FOMO, I think it's very important to make sure that you basically do your research and make sure you're not entering when you're supposed to be exiting. So just don't follow the crowd,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, basic. So me, I was just thinking we could discuss what are the kind of edge that people can actually take towards not losing out or not having the feeling that they are not actually in the market at the right time. So in my head, I was thinking, oh, one of the best options is actually to go out and research on maybe like the emerging Africa money markets. We have an investment option that allows you to actually place money, and we have seasoned professional that trade on your behalf. So, and we've done well consistently over the years. So if you actually place money with us, we try to invest for you, and you are consistently going to make money.
Yes. So like you rightly said, speak to a financial advisor. So like we said before, there are a lot of trends that happen, the MMM, the Bitcoin, the stock market. I know a lot of people are trying to get into the stock market now because we hear that or maybe a stock that was doing maybe 2 naira in January is now doing 15 naira. So you're like, okay, let me go and put my money in. So basically, speak to a financial advisor, people that have seasoned professionals that will be able to do, if you're not able to do the market research yourself, people that have already done and are currently every day doing market research. So speak to them. They will help you to do further research and see which of the trends where you can go into the market to make, so that you're not losing out, to help with your fear of losing out. And like Yusuf rightly mentioned, you can speak to Emerging Africa Asset Management and they can help you make some good decisions.
Another thing that I was thinking about was the Oando stock that actually moved from it wasn't trading and they were probably going to be delisted from the Nigerian Stock Exchange, but now has gone to be overpriced and probably one of the most traded stock in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. I mean, what do you think about that? And because I feel like a lot of people would have had some sort of financial FOMO on that particular investment and been thinking, oh, I'm buying, oh, when can I get in or should I get in?
Yeah, so this, I think it actually follows from what we were saying before. You cannot just because somebody invested and they got high returns, you just go and put your money in there. You have to know when is the right time to enter. So if, like you said, it's been overpriced for a while. So if you go in at the price that is so high and you're not able to get your returns, because if the price is so high already, it's probably not going to go, even higher. So you'd either be losing or you're not even able to get your money back. So these are some of the concerns that come in with following trends and following trends and not knowing when to enter or come out of a stock or an investment, which is why you need your financial advisor. I'll mention that again.
Okay, so thank you. One other thing I've been thinking about right now is that I mean the current economy. Everybody is in this space of thinking, oh, should I invest? Should I save? Or should I just spend my money? So I mean, I just moved to a different apartment now, and I've been hearing a lot of people tell me, no, I should go and borrow to actually buy a lot of things. But it's all some sort of investment because everybody's thinking things will go overpriced. So now everybody's trying to edge against how do I make more money? And this kind of situation can cause people to think, should I get into a quick investment? And I'm going to sample the MMM thing that you say because there's a lot of scam that people go about these days that they're just trying to make as quickly as possible. And I would just say one of the things that we all need to just do is ensure that we don't become so greedy that we now lose all our investments in the play.
Yeah, I think you're very correct. I mean, the current economic situation, inflation is so high. You go to the market today, you buy something for 100 naira. You go back in 3 days' time, the same item is 200 naira or 300 naira. But I mean, our income is not moving as fast as the price of goods and services in the market. So you want to find a way where you're making more so that you're able to afford the things that you're able to afford for before. I mean, everybody likes soft life, right? So because of this current economic situations, I know it's easy to say, oh, let me go and do something that will give me 50% return, 80% return. And what most people forget is that things that have high returns also are very risky. So if you're expecting something to give you 100% return, also expect that it means you can also lose all or most of your money. So with high risk comes high returns. With high returns comes high risk. So you have to put that at the back of your mind when you're investing in any stock or any asset you're investing in. So with this current economic climate, it's very easy to want to go into the trend of doubling your money or tripling your money, but you have to be very patient and speak to a financial advisor. Don't get stuck in that, or let me just get into this trend and make more money, because that can actually make you lose a lot of money in the same instance. Yeah.
I mean, what you're just talking about, all the losing your money and getting into the trend right now, just made me remember some sort of example. So, I mean, a couple of months ago, my friend was trying to get into an investment. An investment was promising about 50%. I'm not saying 50% is not possible, but let's be realistic. I mean, actually, how many investment or how many kind of products can you put your money into right now and you will get like 50% in 6 months? It's possible, but it's very rare. I mean, if you were, let's say, maybe like a real estate bubble or what kind of investment?
Well, right now, I mean, for government investments, the treasury bills, 364 days treasury bills currently is just doing around 19%. So, I mean, 50% is even equities market. I mean, the equities market has done year to date is still under 30%. So, with 50%, like you rightly said, I don't know where they're putting their money. So if you're seeing an investment that's that high, you have to ask yourself, what are these people investing in? And this brings us back to the market research I said earlier that before you do any investment, you need to do your own research. You need to know what those people are investing in. So if you start asking these questions, how are they getting this 50%? So asking these questions can help you to also make the right decisions. And if you don't have the time to do all this research and ask these questions, this is where financial advisors like Emerging Africa Asset Management come in, because we already have people who their day to day is to do this research and give you these answers that you need to make the right decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because me, when people call me and they tell me I want to get into the market, I first ask you, do you, is the money you have something you will lose and you will not be bothered about? Because I feel like if you want to do some sort of investment yourself and you feel like you are probably even borrowing money to invest, I would really advise you against it. Please try to be very sure of where you want to put your money. And like we've been saying, try to go for financial advisors that can actually, they have the license and they have the knowledge to actually invest your money for you appropriately.
Okay, yeah, Yusuf, I think this has been quite a good conversation. And I think it's very much needed in this our current time and the current happenings in the market right now. So that brings us to the end of this session. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.